The yes, if I just realized that I witnessed like big crime, like gun running, gun smuggling, illegal gun manufacture, drug smuggling. If I just realized that I witnessed that and it happened 20 years ago, do you want to know about it? Hello? Yes, in Imperial Beach, California. No, I haven't talked to anyone. It just came to me that this happened. Well, I mean, it's always knew that it happened. It's like it just came to me, but it just occurred to me that this is a crime that should be reported. I was a little girl when this happened, when this was going on for several years throughout my childhood. You know, you just grow up and put your horrible childhood behind you, and then you're like, oh crap. The FBI should probably know. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you. The man's name is Jack Evans, Evans. We used to live on Elkwood Avenue in Imperial Beach, California. I lived at 333, and at various times he lived across the street from me and one house east of me, like one house over. There was a guy named Gunny that lived between us. His house, he dug up the entire front yard and stole sand and cactuses from the desert. I guess that's another crime, to make sand and cactuses. There's cactuses in his front yard that are 80 feet tall. He doesn't live there anymore. He lives somewhere. I'm friends with him on Facebook, actually. I think he lives in Palm Springs. I'm not real sure. When I was a little girl, he used to talk about how he used to spend time in, I think, the Army Rangers, and he spoke fluent German, and he worked for Westinghouse. But he was on disability because he hurt his knee, so he didn't actually go to work. He was, really just committing disability fraud. There wasn't anything wrong with his knee. He got around fine. My dad was his best friend. I called him Uncle Jack. And so we were always over there. My dad was always drinking beers, and we were always building things. We'd build a carport. We'd build a room, and one of the things we built was a pit in his backyard that was like hidden by the grass, and that was where he stored illegal things. It was camouflage in the backyard. We also built a greenhouse, and with the tomatoes he grew marijuana. And I think I first realized something was fishy when I got a little bit older. I might have been 9 or 10, and he had just gotten a new, really awesome car. And I really wanted to ride in it, and he told me I just wasn't allowed to ride in that car with him. And then somebody whispered to me later it was because if I was seen in the car that people would think that I was a prostitute because he was also a pimp. He would talk about getting pieces of guns that were illegal by mail order, and then altering guns that were legal, or building guns from scratch, not from scratch, but from mail order pieces that you couldn't buy legally all together in one piece. On at least one occasion, I was taken out into the desert with him and some other people, a man named, I can't really remember their names for sure, and shot these automatic rifles. And, I shot handguns and stuff with them too. This happened I'm 34 years old now. This happened between 1982 and when we moved away from California, it was 1990 or 1989. So I was witnessing these things happen over these several years. Is there anything I forgot to tell you? I really don't know if there's anything I forgot to tell you. I told you about the guns. I told you about the drugs. I told you about the cars and the prostitutes. I told you about the pit in the backyard. I told you about the cactuses. I don't know. I think I've told you everything. Do you have any questions? My name is Joanna Mateka. It's M like matador, A like ant, T like termite, E like elephant, J like jack-o'-lantern, K like kaleidoscope, A like Alvin. Do you happen to have caller ID? I don't actually know this phone number. What's the phone number? What's our phone number? Let's just skip to the next line. I live at 201 Charles Lane in Terrell, Terrell. We're looking up my phone number now. 469 474 7327. Terrell, Terrell. No, this is Texas. I live in Texas now. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.